In this video we will create an assembly instruction, so I will open the Sterling engine, double click, and if you have done the exploded view exercise and the engine subassembly has the exploded view configuration open, you can come up here to the scene browser and expand the Sterling engine, and then expand the engine subassembly, and here you can right click the path and change the configuration. Perhaps it looks like this. So if that is the case, you can come up here, right click and change the configuration to default and then click OK. The assembly instruction will not be for the whole engine or the whole Sterling engine, just this front part. So I will change the camera position so that we see the flywheel and this part of the engine. So because we will create an assembly instruction how to assemble these parts here. So when we have the camera in a good position, in a good angle, we will save the camera position here. Come down here, click this button to save camera, and we can call it step. Hit enter. But if you want to change the camera again, perhaps a little bit more to the side like so, you can come down and save the camera again, save camera, and use the same name, step, and hit enter. Then you can replace the camera position, and I will click yes here. So the question is, how do we go about to create an assembly instruction? Well, we will use configurations. If you come down here to the right, on the right hand side at the very bottom, you will see there is a button here, configurations. We click on that button and this dialog box will open, and here we will click create, and we can call this configuration step 1, and we will also check this box because we will suppress some parts. So I'll click OK and close. So now we will select the flywheel. So I press Ctrl and left click the flywheel and right click and choose suppress. You can also use the K key on the keyboard if you want to. I click suppress here. Then we will suppress the bushings and the bushing holder. So I will Ctrl left click the bushing and then shift click the holder, the shaft, this bracket, and these two bolt assemblies. Then I press K to suppress them. Then we will select the bushing. I will Ctrl left click, then shift left click these three bolt assemblies and press K to suppress them. So this is step 1. So now we will create step 2. So we come down here, click the configuration button and click create, and we type step 2, and we've checked this box like so. Click OK and close. So now we will unsuppress this bracket and these two bolt assemblies. So we will find them here in the scene browser. We have the bearing bracket here, and then we need two bolt assemblies, and they are here. So we Ctrl left click these two to select them. Then we right click the selection and select unsuppress like so. So that is step 2. Now we come down here, click the configuration button, and we will create step 3. And we will check this box here as well. So we click OK, then close. Now we will unsuppress the shaft and these three bolt assemblies. We have the shaft here, and here we have the bolt assemblies. So I will Ctrl left click these three, then right click and click unsuppress. So that's step 3. Then we come down here to click the configuration button again, and we will create step 4. Now we will check this box, but also this one, because we want to store some positions or store the positions of some parts. So I click OK and close. Now we will select the bushings and the bushing holder. So I will select the bushing here and shift click that one and control left click the bushing holder. Then I right click to unsuppress. So when they are selected, I will turn on the tribal, and then I grab this handle. I will drag them out a bit, drop it there and type 5 and hit enter. So now I will leave this bushing here and move the bushing holder and the other bushing a little bit further. So I have to find out which one of these two is that bushing. So I will click that one, but it is this one. So I will select that bushing, and then I will control left click the bushing holder and turn on the tribal. So I will move these two a little bit further, drop them there and type 15 and hit enter. Then I will leave the bushing holder in that position. So I will control left click the bushing holder to deselect it. We see that the bushing is still selected, so I will turn on the tribal and I will move it a little bit further there and type 15 and hit enter. Then I turn off the tribal. So that is step 4. So now we come down here to click the configuration button, and now we will create the final step, step 5. And I will check this box, not this one. So I click OK and close. So now these 3 parts went back to their original position. So now we will unsuppress the flywheel. And we have the flywheel here, and right click on it, choose unsuppress, like so. So now we have 5 steps, and this is the first one, the first step. So then I go back to my camera position here, step. So in the next video we will create an assembly instruction on the 2D drawing, and we will use these 5 steps to do that. But first I will save this scene.